Boom! Oh, that's a bomb. Is that Garett?
Now welcome back in here to Carson Park. The Express win it 9-6 here over the Thunder Bay Border Cats, and now have won game number 4 in a row. And they have a winning homestand for sure in these 4 games, hoping to go with a sweep of the homestand tomorrow with another game against the Thunder Bay Border Cats as they win it. Going away, Garett Lake is our player of the game. Appreciate you taking some time with us, Garett. Great job.
Appreciate it, yeah. Good game.
Yeah, great game, and we're going to take you through that last at bat. Now, you've been out of lineup for a couple of days. You come into the lineup today, maybe a couple struggles early on trying to get your footing, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
You got hit by a pitch in the 6th inning, scored a run, which I'm sure kind of engaged you a little bit.
Yeah.
But then they come in the 8th inning, down by a run. You've got Sam Conley on, who earned his way on with a single to start off the inning, and then this home run shot. We'll listen to it first, then I want you to take us back kind of through that at bat. So here's that shot, that home run from Sam Conley that gave the Express a 7-6 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Wanted him to get that down early. As Lake's going to hit this high and deep into right center field. That could be, it might be, it's out of here! A 2-run bomb from Garett Lake. And the Express take back a 1-run lead, 7-6 over the Border Cats. Garett Lake with the home run there. Take us back through that bat. What did you see? How were you able to sit on that pitch and rocket it out of here and get a little a big time home run in a big spot?
Well, I've been late lately. I've been struggling to get my barrel to the inside pitch. So when that at bat, the first swing I had, I was on it and I realized I was still a little late. So I was just really focusing on getting that barrel out there and trying to pull something. Especially with we had Dave on second, or Sam on second, right? Sam on second. So I knew I had to get him over because Dave bunted him over. So I knew we had to get that guy to third. I was making sure I didn't go anything left field. So 3-1, I knew if he's gonna throw me, if I'm swinging, it's gonna be my pitch, and he kind of cranked one in there, and I was ready for it. So
it was a pretty swing, like we said, 99-mile-an-hour exit velo, and again, I know you guys don't always get those stats depending on where you're playing and that kind of thing, but that's got to be one of the harder balls you ever hit, especially with a wood bat.
Yeah, got to be up there for sure. I mean, that's the only one I have on actual data that said 99, so I have to say it's the hardest one.
So we'll take it, right?
Yeah,
that's like when you ace that exam, you put it on the fridge so that you know you remember that you had that too.
I always refer to that one.
Garett Lake, he goes to Pima Community College, and we know about Pima obviously with Philip Sykes going there as well. You get to play with him this past season. Talk a little bit about that relationship and kind of I assume a little bit of how you got here to Eau Claire this year.
Yeah, I mean Phil's my boy. I mean I didn't know him going into Pima. I was transferring, I'm going to go play JUCO ball. And I mean, he was in the same spot. He came from New Mexico, and he was just going, and he was kind of winging it a little bit, going out on the limb, go play JUCO ball in the Arizona Wood Bat League. So I mean, we kind of just met out there, me, him, and then our other buddy Cole, who's playing up in Canada. And we really just clicked, and I mean, we had a good season. We put up Pima's best record in I think 30 years. So I mean, we kind of had a good bond, just being on a team that's really been struggling, and kind of new coaches and kind of flipping the program around and giving a good word for that program. And I know Coach Hockney is building it up more now, and he's kind of running with what we did last year. So I know I'm happy for him and happy for what that school is, what the program's going to have there now compared to the past.
You've been here since day one of the season. You were up on the Bismarck trip, got to bond with these guys. So to see kind of the turnaround here from that road trip to now what you guys have done with a 5-1 record here at home. This is now 4 games in a row. I know you guys get along really well, like each other, so now to see the result from the field's got to feel pretty good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. I mean, we knew it was all there from the start. We were always hitting with teams and competing. It was just kind of had to all come together, and once we started getting some arms, throw some strikes, and it's all kind of working out now. And I mean, our bats are always going to help us out. So as long as our defense and pitching is good, I think we're going to keep rolling.
I know you're a guy who on the roster is listed under pitchers, but of course we know you can play outfield. Obviously you can hit really, really well. Are you looking to maybe focus on one particular part of that, or is it just more of a whatever Dale needs from you on a day-to-day basis?
I mean, yeah, as long as I keep my arm care up and keep throwing pens, if Dale needs me to come in and throw, I mean, as long as I know I'm capable of throwing strikes, then I'm willing to do that. But I mean, I prefer hitting and I prefer playing outfield just because that's something I kind of focus on more. Because throughout my first 2 years of college, pitching's kind of been put to the side, so it's not as much as something that I know my swing more than I know my mechanics pitching.
It's been fun to watch you. I know whatever role that you've taken so far. And maybe one more question before I let you go. I know it's not a walk-off home run, but go-ahead home runs that late in the game. Can you think back on last time you had one, or if you ever had one, maybe at any level of baseball?
Yeah, I had one. I actually had the last go-ahead home run I had was my junior year of high school, and I hit it, and I think I learned from it last time, because last time I had a go-ahead home run, it was away, so we ended up coming back at the home field against the team, and my Coronado boys, if they're out there, they'll remember I hit a home run, and I couldn't control myself. I came around home, and I got ejected from that game, so today I was able to keep my cool and just know that sometimes things are going to go in your favor, sometimes they won't. So
what's the old saying? Act like you've been there. And you've been there before now, right?
Yeah,
so you knew exactly what to do. Well, what a nice come from behind win and keeping the trains rolling here today. And appreciate you taking the time with us, Garett.
Yeah, no, I had a good time. Appreciate it.
All right, Garett Lake, our player of the game. Appreciate him for joining us on our Lakeland University post-game show here on Classic Rock 92.1, rock921.com, iHeartRadio, and NorthwoodsLeague.com, and our video stream as well. Again, on our radio side, we're taking you up to the Sammy Hagar show. That'll be starting right around 5 o'clock here. Once again, we want to take you through the out-of-town scoreboard real quick.